with the Jacksonville Jaguars. Two teams on opposite ends of the Sunshine State. The Jags and Dolphins are underway. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Tannehill on first down. And he hits his target. It's Kenny Stills. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion.
One thing we do know, he's going to get his catches. So as they move forward defensively, got to continue to focus on not giving up the big play when he does catch the ball in the secondary.
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards.
20.
They'll run for the first time with Johnson. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. That one good for 13 and a Dolphin first down.
And that's a run that'll energize an offensive line. They'll take that one all day long. Fundamental breakdown by the defense. You've got to be able to make plays on the edge.
Let's go.
On 1st and 10, Tannehill. Got a man open. That's Devontae Parker complete. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Back to the air. Tannehill on 2nd down. A throw left side caught by the tight end Njoku. And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down. So 3rd down now. They need the 27-yard line for a first. Throwing on 3rd down, Tannehill. And this is going to be incomplete.
Certainly looked like they were getting ready to convert there on 3rd down, but what an effort to get his hand on that one, knock it away, and brings up a 4th down decision.
And he's going to miss this one wide to the left from distance. It's no good, and this will remain a scoreless game. So it's an empty trip downfield there as they get a missed field goal on 4th down.
And I didn't see anything in the setup. It's a good snap, good hold.
Yep.
He just pushed it, and that one never wanted to come back.
Well, they try the 50-yarder and miss it, and now this offense has it 1st and 10 at the 40. Now a play fake here on 1st down. A throw left side complete to his receiver Westbrook. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. And the play goes for 19 yards. Gives him a new set of downs. They go play action here on 1st down. Under a heavy rush and down he goes. Robert Quinn in there to get him for sack number 9 now on the year. So now 20 yards to go on 2nd down after the sack. Work to be done. On second down, Lee. He's going to look deep down the field. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up third down.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Throwing here, Lee. Now he'll let it go deep left side. It's caught inside the 25. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. A very solid gain of 27. So now 1st and 10 as they've crossed into Miami territory at the 23.
Detroit! Detroit! All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Now a handoff looking right. And a short gain here down to the 22. Cordray Tankersley on the stop defensively.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Off the play fake, here's Lee. Eluding the pressure right. Brought in over the middle by Glenn. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. First down, Jacksonville. The passing game looking sharp on this drive for the Jags. Pretty solid start for the rookie here on this first drive, Charles.
Able to have some confidence, stepping back into the pocket, move around a little bit, find open receivers, and deliver. That just means his confidence is going to continue to grow because he's getting more and more comfortable with each completed pass.
Over! Detroit! Detroit!
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 9. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
Well, it's been the air game that's taken them down on this drive before they finally turned around and handed it off on the last play.
And now they're looking for the big boys to get him in the end zone. Couldn't do it there.
It'll be interesting to see. Offensive lines had to pass block a lot on this drive. Will they be able to revert and fire out and create some space in the run game?
Lee. No, bottled up. Fumble. It's out. It's loose. But fortunately, he's able to recover his own fumble, or that could have been trouble.
Well, that was a big oops right there. But how about his ability to correct it? Loses the football, able to get it back himself.
Yeah, pounced right back on it, keeps possession. So this will be play number 8 on the drive. It's 3rd and goal.
Set! Green, 30.
And on the ground they go with the running back. Call it no gain on the play, so no help there. And now 4th and goal.
Now I would be surprised if they go for it. 3 points is not ideal. It's not what they want, but it's still only the first half. Take the 3 points and move on.
And Lambeau will put this one through. And the Jaguars grab a 3-0 lead. That drive took him inside the 10. Good job defensively to hold him to 3.
Yeah, I like how you did that. Give a little tip of the cap to the stop troops there because they didn't give up a touchdown in that situation, right? Made them kick the field goal. And, yeah, points went against them, but that feels a whole lot better running off the field.
This will be fielded at the 6. And a nice job there as he gets this one up just shy of the 35-yard line at the 34. Then the Dolphins getting set to go here. Last time out, they had that long 50-plus yard field goal that they missed.
And I'm sure on their sideline they're thinking to themselves, okay, do we still want to try one if we're in that position again? And I would dare say that the answer would be yes. They're going to have a lot of confidence in their kicker. But just to be on the safe side, I'm sure they told their offensive guy.
And time finally runs out. He can't get rid of the football, and he's taken down. Yannick Ngakoue in there for the 20th time this year as he continues what could be a record-setting season. And the job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20. Here's Tannehill now on 2nd down. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. And at his size, he's a smaller back. You can get him to football. He can kind of get lost, make someone miss. It's good for him.
Yeah, it's great for him. I like what you said there. Sometimes he gets lost in the traffic a little bit. But get him out in the open field into some space. That plays to his strengths the best and keeps him out of it where all the big boys are, you know, make him make someone miss in the open field.
They had the catch on 2nd down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at 3rd down here. Here's Tannehill. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. Looks for Parker, and it's intercepted. A.J. Boye with a pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. It's almost like you can see the look of frustration on his face. 4 interceptions last week. We talked about it all week. What did he do wrong? And another one here in the first half.
And you can understand the frustration. You actually feel his pain a little bit. But the worst thing he can do is what you're seeing right now, showing the other team that he's frustrated. All they're going to do is double their efforts to make him even more frustrated. He's got to gather himself, compose himself, and keep fighting.
Well, he talked a lot about erasing that loss last week, getting back in the win column. We'll see how he responds.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker, and what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
Lee now on 2nd down. He sets to fire deep. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Marcus May with a pick. And they'll set up shop right near midfield at the 49-yard line.
And that's a great example of ball skills right there, partner. You and I do a lot of games, and I can't tell you how many guys look to run with the football before they've intercepted it. So that's a nice job of focusing on the task at hand and coming away with the interception.
After the interception, here's Tannehill. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. Call it a pickup of 7, and that'll make this a 2nd down.
And the big guy catches the ball out of the backfield, and oftentimes it's quite a surprise to the guys playing defense because not ordinarily thought as a pass catcher, it often works when they decide to dial it up.
To throw on 2nd down is Tannehill. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. Tannehill finding Stills, and it's a Dolphin first down.
A little football 101 there. You just see the receiver try to run down the defender, meaning he goes right at him and really trying to move him a little bit towards the center of the field so he can put his foot in the ground and break to the out, to the sideline, and make a catch.
Now a first down throw, Tannehill. And over the middle, this is Parker. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
One thing I can say pretty safely, that route is not called if you don't have a guy who can throw the ball and put some mustard on it. Because if you're going to lollipop it in the middle of the field, bad things usually happen. It takes a strong-armed guy who can rifle it in there, and they were able to successfully complete that one.
And he stopped immediately there. Not enough there for a first. No gain, as a matter of fact. And it leaves them at 3rd and 1.
Deep.
Tannehill going to throw on 3rd and 1. And it's caught by Parker. And he's able to pick up the first down before he's tackled right at the 10. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Tannehill now rebounding nicely after the interception. He's hit 4 straight to start the drive. It's 1st down. On 1st down, Tannehill. throw's going to be incomplete.
Coverage was very good that time. A nice job to smother him as the ball arrived, and that ensured an incomplete pass.
And it keeps 6 points off the board. They'll go again here from the 10-yard line on 2nd and goal. He'll get it up the middle. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. It'll go as no gain on the play, and now they're looking at a 3rd and goal. The Dolphins on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. They're looking at a 3rd and goal here. From the gun, here's Tannehill. And he fires one, but incomplete.
That's a good job there creating the contact to force the incompletion. And now, since it's 4th down, that should set up a field goal situation.
And a nice sigh of relief defensively to be able to hold them to 3. And Janikowski bangs it through, and the Dolphins are going to tie the score at 3. So they do get 3 points, but that's now 3 drives with only the 3 points, not a ratio that's going to win you many ball games.
Not at all, Brandon. And think about it this way. We all know payoff is the key, right? And wouldn't we love to have the concession on every T-shirt that's been printed in football that says finish on it? Because that's the mantra everywhere. Got to be able to finish drives, put points on the board.
The Jags offense now gets set and heads back onto the field. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty. On play action, it's Lee. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down. Seems like this defense, especially the secondary, has really been contesting about every throw in this first half.
Remind me of a good half-court defensive basketball team. Every time a pass is thrown, they're right there in good defensive position, able to affect the play.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Lee. And his throw is going to be incomplete. D.D. Westbrook, his intended receiver. And it's 3rd down.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync, only way to play good defense.
Now Lee, throwing on 3rd and long. He's going to launch this thing. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And he takes this one just shy of midfield all the way to the 49. That goes as a gain of 36 on 3rd down.
Leopard!
Off the play fake. Lee under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 46. Charles Harris in there to drop him, and his great season continues. 13 sacks for him now on the year. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Lee now, off play action. He's going to air one out. And he's unable to grab it. Thought he might have had position, couldn't hold on. 3rd down.
They decided to take a shot and right down the middle of the field, and really, they didn't give it as much time to develop, did they? They want to take that shot somewhere around the 15-yard mark.
And the defense able to recover, bat it free. Game clock at 2:01. Time for one final play before the 2-minute warning. throwing on 3rd and long. Lee. Oh, he almost had the rare interception. The big fella couldn't hang on, though. Incomplete. 1:57 to go in this first half. And the Jaguars send out their punter as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. No return, but it goes down as just a punt of 31 yards. And it'll be Dolphin football. Out comes the Miami offensive unit now. They get set to take over. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the 3-point?
The kicker.
Exactly. He put it through the post. That's going to help him at contract time. But that offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that helped him at contract time. You could have kicked that one through.
I don't know about that.
Toe bash.
I don't know about that. Super toe.
On first down, it's Tannehill. Dumping it off for Johnson. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. That one good for 13 and a Dolphin first down.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
The first down carry here for Johnson. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
I know when I was a kid, I always got real excited when I saw those lateral-type runs. But the best backs that made it happen, they put a foot in the ground and just go. That didn't happen there. That play got swallowed up.
Get set.
On second down, here's Tannehill. And the Jags get to him as down he goes. Yannick Ngakoue. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout as the clock will stop with 45 seconds to go in the first half. So after the sack of Tannehill, the Dolphins come up here on a 3rd and long. Out of the gun, Tannehill. He's going to rifle one deep. He's got him in, complete. And he's going to have a first down as he's brought down at the 44-yard line. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense, as it'll come with 36 ticks to go in half number 1.
Let's go, hustle, fellas.
Tannehill on first down. Looking for Johnson, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 47, the 20. And they will score. It's a Jacksonville touchdown.
What you just saw there, first-round talent, second year, even more success. A pick six for a touchdown.
A great play. And it's tough for these guys, you've told me before, to adjust in the secondary as a first-year guy. So that sophomore season is big for them.
They really started to expand the playbook for them even more. Sometimes they dumb it down a little bit to make them comfortable year one. By year two, they should have all the nuances, and now they've adjusted to the speed of NFL play as well.
Showed right there. The Dolphins offense now heads back on the field. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Over the middle, and it's incomplete. Stills the intended target, and now it's second down.
Well, sometimes those cliches really come true, don't they? When they talk about it takes all 11 to play good defense. We've seen that in this ball game. I think the secondary has to be singled out, though. They are in the presence of every receiver whenever the ball's thrown. And this one, they help force another incompletion.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. To throw is Tannehill. And throw right side complete to Parker. And now before this first down play, we're going to get a timeout here, as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number 1. On 1st and 10, Tannehill. Going deep here for Stills. And that'll be incomplete with 11 seconds remaining now. Trying to get it that time to Stills. That'll bring up 2nd down. So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10.
Hey, 20. Hey. Play.
Back to the air. Tannehill on 2nd down. Under pressure, and he's going to go down. Tannehill sacked. So we've reached halftime here with the visiting Jaguars out on top as we send you up to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Okay, Coach, appreciate it. A 1-touchdown game here as we get set to resume play in the 2nd half. The Jaguars in possession of the lead, and they will get the football as we are underway in this 2nd half. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. Out come the Jaguars now as he'll go on offense first here in this 3rd quarter. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had the ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ballgame.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else. They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
And it's incomplete. Coverage that time by Bobby McCain.
We've seen these defenses make enough opportunistic plays to keep this one low scoring. Flying around, making plays on the ball, and we see yet another errant throw as a result.
The Jaguars on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 8. From the shotgun, here's Lee. The open man is Shark. It's complete. And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. That one good for a gain of 13 for Jacksonville and a 1st down.
Detroit!
They'll run it now out of the gun. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. The tackle by Robert Quinn. Then he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
Yeah, it was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom. Quick. And what a terrific play, holding them to no gain.
Here's Lee off the play fake. And that's incomplete. Trying to get it there to D.D. Westbrook. And it's 3rd down. Well, pretty good coverage there. And both of these defenses, they've had good coverage throughout this one.
No doubt about it. And in today's NFL, where we're used to a bit more scoring, this feels almost like a well-pitched game in baseball on both sides where the tension continues to build. Who's going to make the big play?
Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. That one complete to Yeldon. It's a 9-yard pickup on the play, and that'll bring up 4th down.
Now, that's often a surprise for the defensive guys when they see the big fella slide out of the backfield and catch the ball. Not something they usually go over in practice very often.
And how about this one now? In their own territory, a gutsy call. They're going to go for this on 4th and a yard.
Detroit!
and now movement and a whistle, and they may have to rethink their plans on 4th down. And the Jaguars send out their punter as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. Oh, it's a wobbler here. Only 29 yards on the punt there. Definitely not his best. And out will come the offense as they take over. So here are the Dolphins now. They get ready for their first possession of the 2nd half. They were able to get the stop defensively. Now a chance really to set the tone here in quarter 3.
They can really take charge, can't they? And this is probably how it was drawn up at the half. I think we can go inside the locker room, all right? And I think we would see up on the grease boards, stop them defensively, get the ball back for the offense, and let's go downfield and score. Seems simple, right? The last part, we have to find out if that's going to happen. But the first part worked to perfection. They did exactly what they wanted, and now their offense has to pay it off.
See if they can get the latter 50%. Give him 6 yards on the carry. It's going to be 3rd and 3 now.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice, solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
A really nice gain of 25 yards.
Well, sometimes our pregame meetings do pay off, don't they? What do the guys in the locker room call him?
Well, they said it with a chuckle. They called him old reliable.
Yeah, that means he doesn't move quite as fast as he used to, but he still knows all the tricks, doesn't he? Even that little gentle push-off in order to get open, he finds a way to pick up a 1st down.
Now Tannehill, and he's going to be taken down. Pressure gets there back at the 39-yard line. Yannick Ngakoue with sack number 23 on the year, breaking Michael Strahan's mark of 22 and a half. So after the sack of Tannehill, the Dolphins come up here on a 3rd and long. A shotgun snap for Tannehill. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. They pick up 10, but it'll still lead to a 4th down.
That's certainly playing down in distance very well by the defense, isn't it? Take whatever you want underneath, by all means.
And this one is no good. He missed it. And this score will stay right where it is. Well, close game, 2nd half. You obviously hate to leave 3 out on the field.
Especially in a game like this when you know points are hard to come by. That was one of their best opportunities so far, and they come away with nothing.
Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10. Lee looking to throw on 1st down. He rifles one that's intercepted. The rookie Minkah Fitzpatrick with a pick. And a great return as he gets this all the way down close to the 30-yard line. Here's Tannehill. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Here's Tannehill. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off at the 11. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. That is now 7 interceptions between last week and this week. 3 in this game, 4 a week ago.
And I saw the head coach write on his play sheet, make a little note. I hope he's writing self-scout. Bring in the guys that scout games for you with a different eye and watch him and see what's going on, and maybe they can pick up what the flaws are, and hopefully they can correct them.
Now they try the right side here. And he's going to lose yardage here back at the 8. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the 3rd quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
Off the play fake, here's Lee. They've got his man complete. That one goes for 24 yards. Those are the kinds of plays right there that show you why he's the number 3 man in the NFL in terms of receiving yards.
Also tells you there's a full combination of what he's got going in his game. You name it, from route running to catching the football. That's why he's able to produce those types of numbers.
And the Dolphins rush gets home. Down he goes.
I think normally we would talk about this more with basketball players and football players, but let's adopt it in this case. He's a stat sheet stuffer.
Had the interception earlier, now a sack. But he just needs a touchdown for the trifecta.
That's
nowhere to go here. He lost the football. Thought it looked like a Jaguar was able to cover this thing, and so Jacksonville will keep control.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
To throw is Lee. Throwing on 3rd and long. Sharp's got it left side. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. And in their own territory, needing only a few inches, they're going to line up to go for this thing on 4th down. It's a quarterback sneak.
We often hear analysts talk about a quarterback's wingspan, almost like a forward in basketball. But here's where it pays to have a long reach. They find a slight opening and are able to stick the ball forward to pick up first downs.
Oh, boy, I know you felt that one. I know you felt that one.
Back now in Miami. It's Jaguar football here, and they'll look to extend their lead as we begin quarter number 4. Very good starting field position for the Jaguars offense as they come up 1st and 10. Try the ground game here with the running back. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 41. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down. Another carry, same story. 4th quarter, and he is in red numbers right now with a running game.
Hard to believe because you figure at some point you break off a run. But in this case, what we're seeing is just pure domination by the defense. I think it started with the scouting report. They got into what they were doing offensively, into their mindset, and now they're beating them to the punch on every snap.
And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
The Jaguars on 3rd down. 3 for 7 so far in this game. This is 3rd down and 12.
Set! Blue landed! Blue landed! Lucky 56! Lucky 56!
Lee out of the gun. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Raekwon McMillan. Well, that's 3 picks he's now thrown in this game.
And I know this, the holiday season, because here we are in December.
Season of giving.
Right, it is the season of giving. Maybe for his own sake after the game, he may have to announce that he's donating certain amounts to charity for each interception that he threw.
Tannehill and the Dolphins break the huddle. Come up 1st and 10, just shy of midfield at the 49. Escaping the pressure right. And he slides to avoid the hit. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be 2nd and a couple.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
And some good tackling there as he stopped up at about the 41.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat. And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is well over 300 pounds. He's a big man. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. That's a fourth down pickup of 10 yards, and an opportunity certainly missed on the defensive side. Now Tannehill buying time to his left. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's second down.
They brought the blitz that time, and I thought they were going to get to him, but instead he flipped it on its ear and ended up picking up positive yardage.
I thought he was dead to rights, but you are exactly correct, sir. Able to turn that into a positive gain. Call it no gain that time, as it's going to leave him with a third and about 3 to go. The Dolphins on third down. They've converted 3 times in 8 chances. Here it's 3rd and 3. Tannehill. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he will have the first before he's brought down right on the chalk of the 20. It'll go as a gain of 6 that time, and it moves the chains as well. From the red zone now, Tannehill. That's Njoku over the middle. This carry with the extra effort is going to get him stopped up just shy of the 10. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. Here's Tannehill now on second down. 7 yards on the pickup there, and now they've got it 1st and goal. A looming decision to make on the conversion, down 7, but first things first, they need to score as they come up on 1st and goal. Tannehill now to throw, and that'll be incomplete. Kenny Stills, the intended receiver, and that'll bring up 2nd down. Down this close to the goal line, 1st down. Surprised that wasn't a run?
I am, and you know I'm old school. I want to run the ball on 1st down in this situation because 2nd down, that gives me an option of running play action and maybe throwing it.
To throw on 2nd down is Tannehill. And he rifles one incomplete. He was trying to get it to his tight end, David Njoku. And it's 3rd down.
All right, Captain. It's batten down the hatches time defensively. Dodged 2 pass attempts to the end zone. Now what do you think they're going to try and dial up on 3rd and goal?
Well, knowing them and knowing what we just seen, I think they're throwing it again, don't you?
I think you have to. I think in this situation, you've kind of run out of your running plays. Fire another one into the end zone.
One of the bigger plays in the game thus far, and the crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down. Tannehill. And Stills has got it. Touchdown, Miami. Kenny Stills, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Dolphins are an extra point away from tying up this football game. And now the kick is blocked. Now it's scooped up, and this is a live football. And I think he's going to go. They're not going to get him. He's at the 40. Past the 20. 10, 5, and oh, he will not get in. Took it all the way back inside the 5, but in the end, an exercise in futility. He doesn't get to the promised land.
As you tell me all the time, Brandon, mark that play down. That should be a tie game. Instead, a great job by the guys blocking it. And, boy, they've got to have a great lift going off the field.
The further it happens in the game, and here in the second half, it just gets more magnified. And out now comes Jacksonville as they get ready to go. A little less than 4 minutes remaining, and the margin for error is small with this slim lead. Operate within your 4-minute offense here, Charles?
Definitely. Remember, the 4-minute offense doesn't always correspond to what's up on the clock. What they need to do is play a little bit of keep away right now. Run the clock down. Make sure their opponent doesn't get the ball back. Their dream scenario, get enough 1st downs and make them eat up their timeouts so the game ends when you're kneeling down with the football.
And he'll get about 6 up to the 27-yard line.
All right, that's a decent game there, but it hasn't been his best game overall. So I wonder what the mindset is of his team. Do they want him to handle the football and try and close this game out? Or are they going to make an alternative plan and maybe go in a different direction?
I think they need him, and this is his time to shine. And they'll go with a ground attack here. And the ball is knocked out.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. Time for a break. We'll come back for the electrifying conclusion after this. One of the bigger plays in the game thus far, and the crowd getting into it as we come up on a big third down. Lee operating from the gun, trying to lay one up deep. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. Give them 35 yards there on the third down conversion.
But they picked up a little bit of yardage there. And now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch.
Detroit! Detroit!
Now a first carry for their fullback. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. Now the Dolphins are going to halt the action here. It's a timeout, as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. And they'll run it here. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. Now the Dolphins are going to take another timeout here, as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important third down.
Leopard! Watching that body! Detroit!
Now Lee. From the gun, he'll throw. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up fourth down.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense, when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play on the football.
And the Jaguars send out their punter, as he'll come on to kick this one away. And this is going to hit the goal line and continue on into the end zone for a touchback. The Dolphins offense now working their way back onto the field. They're only in need of a field goal, a decent amount of time on the clock. So tell me if I'm wrong. You don't have to be too panicked here.
No, not at all. I agree with you. And this is where your preparation and your confidence comes into play. They've worked on these situations.
They practice this all the time.
They practice it all the time.
And now he lost the football. Tannehill loses it. And the Jags grab it. And his guys are going to take over at the 21-yard line.
Well, that simply is a missed opportunity. They're in position. If they take the ball downfield and score, they've got a chance to win the game. Instead, they cough it up. I don't think next week at practice is going to be a whole lot of fun for him.
On the other side, no bigger time to force a turnover when you've got that small lead.
Yeah, and when you look at it from the offense's perspective, taking care of the ball, so important. I know they're going to have all kind of ball security drills in practice all next week.
He's to the 10, and he's across for the touchdown. And in the final minute, that should just about seal it.
And that touchdown puts them up 7, but now's when the fun begins, partner, because if you go ahead and kick the extra point, it's still a one-possession game. Go for 2, you might put it out of reach.
Yeah, a little decision to be made. Here's Lambeau out to kick this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Out comes the Dolphin offense now as they get set to take over here. One possession game, time very much a factor. How does the offense handle this situation?
Well, in a lot of cases, they should be somewhat relaxed. And I know that's counter.
And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Telvin Smith in there to take him down, and the clock will roll. Back to throw. On the left side, this is Stills. Now the Dolphins will use the last of their timeouts as the clock will stop with an even 20 seconds left to go.
There you go.
He'll look to throw. He's going to let it fly. And that will be incomplete with a clock down now to 13 seconds.
There's definitely contact there, but it's the fourth quarter of a kind of tight game, and sometimes the officials just say, let them play. Kind of like your mom used to with you and your brothers. Just take the broom to you and send you out to the backyard and tell you to settle it yourselves.
I like that, yeah. There was contact. I don't know, like you said, enough to warrant the flag. It was close, though. Another throw on second down, and this one incomplete as well. And it's incomplete. And now we're down to 10 seconds. The Dolphins on third down. They've hit on half of them, 5 for 10. This is 3rd and 10.
Hey, 20. Tag.
Back to throw. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Darius Slay with a pick. Yet another interception, and I just had to double-check my math. But it is now 8 between last week and this week.
Well, I just used the calculator. I didn't worry about double-checking it. But the thing that always throws me when you see quarterbacks in this type of a bad spot, they're trying to figure out what they can do to change it, and sometimes they try too hard, and they never get out of it. And that's where he is right now. He's just locked in a really bad way.
That one looks like he'll throw here. Looking long for Westbrook. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked up by Xavier Howard, but he will not be able to bring it back. My goodness, what a bizarre ending. The kind of decision that could get a quarterback released.